What is up, producers? Today we're going to take a look at Firespacer, which is a new plugin by United Plugins. I've been playing with this one for a couple weeks now, and I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. Basically what it is it's a sidechaining tool that's going to work off specific frequencies. So if you ever have, like, in that situation where you have a vocal and you have an instrument and they're fighting, you don't want to sidechain the whole entire frequency spectrum with like a compressor or something like that. This is a time where you can introduce this tool and only duck certain frequencies. It's a lot like Trackspacer, it's a lot like Fuser if you're familiar with those, but it is on the more affordable side of things. It's a lot more affordable than Fuser, it's a lot more affordable than Trackspacer. I've come to find that I think the sound's about the same. So today we're gonna hop in and take a look at it, kind of go over some of the features and functions, and then we're gonna take a listen to it and see how it sounds. Before we hop in, I wanted to mention that I just dropped an absolutely fire monthly care package system. The link's in the description. Every month I'm gonna send you guys a free sample pack and a free Ableton device. This has been in the makings for a long time. I have some super dope stuff for you guys. It's totally free, totally spam free. Also, I just dropped a completely free Ableton Live 12 course. That's also in the description. So if you're kind of getting your bearings with Ableton, or you want to kind of further your knowledge and get a little bit more good at navigating around, that's in there. Again, totally free. All right, let's hop in and take a look.
She just the hoe on my shelf. Yeah.
So I have this little like perk synth loop kind of deal, and it's pretty much like living in the same range as our vocal here. These are just some mid-range instruments that I grabbed for the example that are clashing, and that's what's going on here. So it's got a sidechain input, obviously, so we're gonna select our second track here.
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a net. Hey. Give the plug up.
And we have a number of different presets here. The first one we're gonna see is kick and bass. So this is bass and kick. This is obviously going to be with like a sidechain, a bass and a kick kind of deal, which we'll go over. Then we have like vocal versus guitar, which I think is really good for not only vocal and guitar, but like vocal and other instruments as well. So I'm gonna select that one and we're gonna start there.
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a net. Hey. Give the plug a low, pray make it back. She connected to me internet. I'ma show herself. She just another.
Now it's subtle, but it's supposed to be subtle. And I'm definitely hearing some ducking and some kind of like making way for different stuff. And it's really working. Like Trackspacer was my favorite for the longest time. Then I kind of moved to Fuser, but the thing with Fuser is it's pretty pricey. This one I believe is on the more affordable end, and I would say it sounds just as good. So we have minimum frequency and maximum frequency down here. And this is gonna set the range for where we're sidechaining at.
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a net. Hey. Give the plug a low, pray make it back. She connected.
Then we have amount, so how much we're ducking. I come to find that right in the middle is pretty good. We can turn it up to kind of emphasize it if we want.
Pop up in the net, like a net.
Then we can hear that really aggressive, like ugly ducking of the vocal, which we don't want, but we can hear what it's doing.
Pop up in the net, like a net. Give the plug a low, pray make it back.
So for this example, we're not really getting any clashing in like the sub bass frequencies. We're not really getting any clashing in like the very top frequencies. So we can really set this at like 8, I would say let's go to like 700 to like 9K or something like that, and put it about halfway.
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a net. Hey. Give the plug a low, pray make it back. She connected to me internet. I'ma show herself.
So what's cool is it gives us the input reading, the sidechain reading, the incoming signal of what we're sidechaining with, and then the output signals. These are good to kind of monitor. We can also crank these up or down.
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a net. Hey. Give the plug a low, pray make it back. She connected to me.
And anything we double click on, it's actually gonna give us an option to enter a numeric value, which is pretty cool. So like if we wanna get exact, like let's say we want 800 Hertz, we can enter 800 and we don't have to like come in here and like fidget with this and try to get it right on the money. That's pretty cool. Then if we click the headphone icon, we can hear just the sidechain input. Then we have this precision control down here.
Pop up in the net.
My understanding of this precision control is it's kind of like attack and release. So it's like, how quick do we want it to start working? How quick do we want it to shut off?
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a net. Hey. Give the plug.
Then we have 4 different algorithms for how we want it to sidechain. We have Spectral 1, Spectral 2, No Latency, and then No Latency 2. I don't have too much information for exactly how these work. So they're all just different algorithms. So I'd probably play with each one and kind of see what it sounds like and if you want to change it from there. We have an undo and a redo button, which is a pretty cool feature to see on pretty much any plugin. And then we can copy something over, or we can A and B it. So like overall, this is pretty simple. Like it's kind of like Trackspacer. We have our basic 5-6 controls we need. We also have a mid-side function down here, and we can really like open up the mix and kind of make room for stuff with this. So we kind of already did this. We have like our pluck, sidechain to our vocal.
Pop up in the nest, pop up like a gnat. Give the plug a low, baby, make it back. She connected to me internet. I'ma show her self.
Now let's try this with our two like plucky sounds and kind of get the, see what we're listening to here. Definitely making room in the track. Pretty fire. I'm like pretty hyped with this one. I'm a strong component of like a lot of side chaining to kind of like make rooms for stuff, especially in bass music. So it's definitely worth checking out. I'll link it in the description if you guys are interested. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.